man? This is Omar Gooding, and I'm slapping with SLAPPZ. You heard me? Slap the shit out of my mother.
Slap boxing. Hey. Man, once again, it's on your slap boxing homeboys, man. We back in the place to be. Slap episode number 4 of the summer school slap sessions. You know what I'm saying? And we back doper than ever. We are the SBC, the slap boxing connoisseurs, man. The legends, the originators of this online competitive gaming, competitive platform with music, whatever competitive, man. We at it, and we at it, and we at it, man. What's up, greatness?
Man, how you be, brother? Man, I'm feeling real slap-tapsculous. Slap-tapsculous.
Man, that's a slap salute way to end the week, man. We got Thursday and Friday, man. We here. Tomorrow's about to be the beginning of the weekend, man. So, shit, man, we here slapping a slap-salutely beautiful day, man.
Hey, man,
you know what I mean?
I've been enjoying the whole summer school session, man. Shout out to all the slap boxers that make dope teachers, man. We started off the slap boxing summer school sessions with none other than the West Coast legend himself, straight from San Diego, California, man. Bullet Loco, aka One Shot Kill, the originator. What? The originator of Crip Hop, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you're thinking, Crip Hop was first out of the you know what I'm saying, off of his pen pad, his notepad, man. KO Felony, you know what I'm saying? That's episode 1. So who do we come with for episode 2, man? We have none other than the internet sensation himself, Mr. Akers Holmes, man. Smackwater. Right. Smackwater was number 2, man.
Straight out of H-Town, man. Shout out to Smackwater. I'm sorry. I'm so slaptacular right now. That's what I'm thinking about is slap. Smackwater, man.
That's what you worried about to this week's guest.
Oh man, but wait, hold on, wait. It gets better. Episode 3, man. We had East Coast battle. My partner and I, we said, you know what? Let's do album slaps. You know what I'm saying? Classic album slaps. Starting with the East Coast. This is the 50th year of hip hop, so we got to pay respect to the East Coast. The Bronx is where it began. However, the 2 artists that we slapped in the classic album slaps, they were not from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? We got Long Island and Brooklyn together. You know what I'm saying? Who did you slap in that battle, man? Who did you have slapping?
I slapped none other than, man, the Notorious B.I.G., man. You give me Biggie Smalls himself with his classic album, Ready to Die. And the whole thing we want to say, though, quick disclaimer, you had to play the first 12 slaps, whether it was an interlude, whether it was an intro, whatever it was, you had to play songs 1 through 12. And that's why I think, you feel me, Ready to Die is a classic album, 1 through 12, man, for sure. Yeah, man, it is, man. It's one of my favorites. I mean, it came out around the same time as The Chronic, a little bit after. I mean, that was a dope time to be around hip-hop, be part of the culture, man, the early 90s. I came with something, man, from the tail end of the 80s, man. I had to go to 1988, man. One of my favorite groups of all time, one of my favorite lyricists of all time, Chuck D and Public Enemy Crew. I came slapping with 1988's classic album, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Come on.
That album had about 16 slaps on it, but I can only slap numbers 1 through 12. But if y'all want to know any more about anything we did, because it was a hell of a battle, check it out, man. It's coming out real soon, man. It'll be on the airwaves soon. YouTube, SLAPPZ TV, you know what I mean? Check it out. And
SLAPPZ TV, one word.
Yes. And just pay attention to our social medias to see when it's gonna come. But look, our guest is here, man. It's legendary status once again, man. And we are in the building. We are not gonna hold y'all any longer, man. We have actor, hip-hop artist, comedian. I don't know what other, man, this man has so many hats, man. And we are literally straight out of Los Angeles, California.
He got a lot of hats. Nigga definitely got a lot of hats.
The Renaissance man himself.
Renaissance.
Talks about
from a legacy of Good stuff. Gooding. We have none other than the legend. Omar Gooding in the building. Welcome to Slap Boxing, man.
What's happening, man? Let's get to it. I'm ready to start slapping motherfuckers.
It's coming, brother. We in it, man.
We gotta let you in properly, man. It's Omar Good, man. Hold on. Man, Omar's in the. What's happening, man? How you been this week, man? I know you a busy man. You were one of those busy guys. What's happening?
Yeah, man, it's nonstop for me, man. Non-fucking stop. But we out here, man. It's hot. We've been begging for the summer to hit. It done hit fully. So I'm indoors now. Yeah. But
real talk.
It's good though.
Man, I'm glad you came on the platform, brother.
Yeah, we really appreciate. Yeah, we appreciate your time. But let's take it from the beginning, man. We're not gonna go all the way back, but let's take it from the beginning of. What made you say, this is what I want to do? Because we know you from these classic movies. We're going to get into that in a minute. We know you as an actor. We've seen you as a budding hip-hop artist. You've probably been a part of, I know you've been a part of hip-hop culture for probably the majority of your life. You come from a legendary family. What was it like for you growing up in this and looking around left and right and saying, okay, let me pick and choose what I want to do. I can go the music route. Brother, shout out to your brother, man, Cuba Gooding, Jr., the legend. What was that like for you, figuring out what you wanted to do in this whole spectrum of entertainment?
So yeah, for me, man, it's funny. I get asked that question a lot. It was the norm. You know what I mean? It's what I knew. I was like, everybody's daddy ain't singing on stage in front of thousands of people. Like everybody's brother ain't getting asked. You know what I mean? It's not like I grew up in some small town and nobody I knew ever succeeded or anything, and then I kind of got my big break. Like, nah, nigga, it's just what it was for me. I was always full of life and energetic, and always wanted to smile as a youngster. And this always was up until age 9. You understand me? And then at 9 is when I turned pro. How wild is that? Because my brother, he had an agent before me. Right? It was his dream to become an actor. So he went to the classes. He did all of that. Now we both, our father, we've seen him perform. So we were no strangers to the entertainment business. You know what I mean? But
and let's be clear. Let everybody be clear. Now, this is not just a regular, my father was a singer. Right. Talk about this is the main ingredient, ladies and gentlemen. And like you mentioned yesterday, he wasn't no background singer. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't, shout out to Tito, but he wasn't Tito. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Randy and Mill. He was the main guy. You know what I'm saying? So
my father was, now what happened was back in the 70s, there was a group called The Main Ingredient, and their lead singer passed away, and my father filled in the shoes. So a lot of the hits that they had came after my father joined the group. Everybody Plays the Fool was their biggest hit. Just Don't Want to Be Lonely, Rolling Down the Mountainside. You know what I'm saying? And the gap between my brother and myself is 10 years, right? So a lot of the success that my father had happened before I was born. So when I was born, we kind of had to make our own way as my father was starting over in his business, because he had a lot of success in the 70s, but right around 78, I was born in 76, during apartheid in Africa, he went out and performed when it wasn't very popular to do so. So much so that when he came back, he got blacklisted, and they took all his records out and they stopped playing his music and whatnot. So he had to kind of reinvent himself. So, we fell on hard times. My mother, my sister, my brother and I, we were actually homeless for a period, right? So we went from the high desert area down to the valley. And when we landed in the valley, my brother found himself an agent, started pursuing his dreams of being an actor. And then one day at age 9, even though my brother's 18, he's a grown man, he now moved out the house. So now I'm like the man of the house while my father's still out chasing the dream and trying to rebuild his career. Right. So I pick up a script for him. They send me out on a couple of auditions, right? And I booked one out the gate. You know what I mean? That's like unheard of. Right. And it was just kind of like the rest was history for me. 3 years later, I booked a TV show called Wild and Crazy Kids on Nickelodeon. That shit ran 3 years. Then I booked a show called Hang with Mr. Cooper. That ran 5 years. And then another show that started because of Hang with Mr. Cooper called Smart Guy ran another 3 years. So I look up now and I'm 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
there was no, are you going to college? I was no playing sports. I was booked every day. I tried out for football in high school, and it was like, all right, it's all about commitment. So first day of high school, you better be here on the practice field if you're trying to try out for the team. I'm like, yeah, I got to work today. You know what I mean? So, that year, and when it's 99, I believe it was, I got a call from John Singleton. He said he got a script called Baby Boy that he wants me to read for. And that was another page that took my career in a different trajectory, because back then, doing sitcoms, black sitcoms on TV, you weren't taken serious for dramatic roles. So John Singleton saw something in me, gave me a shot, and boom, that changed everything for me. Now, the parallel life to all of that, I touched on the fact that my father was a singer, was I've been on the road with him. I saw him command a presence on stage. I saw him conduct himself like if there was any band member that was off, he's like, y'all niggas ain't embarrassing me. We gonna stop the show right here, start over. Nigga, I need you here, 2, 3, go. And it starts, you can do that shit? Like, this shit blew my mind watching him run shit. And then backstage, watching how he dealt with the band members and the fucking promoters, and how he always got his bag, and how he was always a businessman and businessman and shit. I soaked all that shit up. But, my bread and butter has always been acting. But a nigga got bars. I got an ear for music. So I could sing a little bit. And I was always fascinated with lyricists. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the first song I ever memorized was The Show by Dougie Fresh.
Wow. Yeah.
First song I ever memorized that wasn't like my father's music that I heard every day. You know what I mean? So, and then I performed it in the 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? And we did like a lip sync. Me and my best friend did The Show. And, I would always go out and write my little raps and shit, and wrote a piece of paper, and all the other kids, like little 6th graders, was rapping and shit. I just stand there and they were like, what you got, little? Oh, like, check this out. I just wrote this last night. You know what I mean? So I've always been about lyrics. You know what I mean? I got a song out called Homage where I'm doing like a double time because it's paying homage to Busta Rhymes. So I'm spitting real fast. People are like, how the fuck did that come about? Well, I used to listen to the Fooshnickens, and I broke down some of their lyrics where they had a line where he said, the thicker, the richer, the bigger, the better. But I remember I was just rapping along with it. And it was like, the thicker, the richer, the bigger. I was like, damn, that was weird how those words just kind of connected a certain way. But I can't rap everything fast. Like, the only nigga that can rap the phone book fast is Twister. Like, he the only motherfucker I know that can just do anything fast as fuck.
Guinness Book of Records, yeah.
Right. But I noticed that there's certain words roll off the tongue faster than others. So I had that in my bag. And then I've always been, a thinker. I've always been wise beyond my years. I've always been the young dude, that the older cats looked up to. What's the next move? Always been a leader type of dude. So, with me, it was like, it took me a while really to find my hip hop self. Like, people would hear me spit and go, man, you dope, but you all over the place. So once you kind of lock into what you want to do, you're going to be amazing. And I kind of took it a certain kind of way, because I would perform and people would see the energy and hear the flow and be like, oh man, that shit is dope. And they get up close and they see who I am and be like, oh man, you need to do a rap about TV or rap about this. I'm just like, so I wound up hiding my hip hop. I would come out under Big O, my nickname.
Yeah.
And then I put an album out under Big O, and people type in Big O and see some Mexican or some Samoan motherfucker, like, who the hell is Big O? I'm just like, man, what did I do that for? I had a dude, a famous DJ cat that saw us perform. I was always in a group for a while too. And they'd be like, y'all was hype. Where that dude had the hat on over his head? And I was like, yeah, it was me. And they see my face and be like, oh yeah, you see his whole energy change. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just let my music speak for itself. But that was also right. So now I'm at the point of my life where I'm like, look, anything I put out is under my brand, Omar Gooding, right? You can check out Swim, you can check out Homage. I did a song that pays homage to my father who passed away in 2017 when my oldest son was born. And it's called Legacy. And it starts off, I sent y'all that joint. It starts off with his famous song. And then, the crazy thing, then I'll let y'all talk in a minute because I'm very long-winded. The crazy thing about my father performed, he would always do his biggest hit, Everybody Plays the Fool. And then when you get to the end of the song, he would go into a solo riff that really shows off his vocal skills because the song itself doesn't per se. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, artists and shit, I noticed you hear their first single and they'd be like, all right, that's cool. Some people just like it and that's what blows them up. Right. But then once they start doing music, they start doing more shit that they really like, really showing off their skill set and so forth and so on. So I felt like that's what my father did. He would always be like, yeah, this is y'all song y'all like, but let me just show you I can really sing. So I took the little breakdown, I found it online where he does that, and I put that right in the middle of the song so that when I kind of like throw the lob to him, you know what I mean? And to me, it was dope because it's like me doing a song with him because we didn't get to do much music together. We did a couple of songs where I sampled some things, and he was just a different type of guy. Like me and my brothers, same type of things. Like, how come y'all ain't on every red carpet and in every movie together? Da, 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 da. We just two different alpha males, 10-year gap. You know, Pops was 30 years back. So all three of us had our own separate things. Like, look at this Zoom. We had 3 different things going on. We try to connect here and there, but then we start working on some music, and then he get a call, I get a call, and then we just all go, you know what I mean? So sadly, it wasn't until that he passed that I could kind of concentrate more. I kind of felt like a heavier burden in the sense of a responsibility to continue his legacy. You know what I mean? To show it in my you feel me?
Sometimes.
Is this what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Everybody plays the fool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then. Since music is your passion, man, and for those that don't know, man, we at Slapboxing define a slap as a song that demonstrates supreme lyricism and perfected production. That's what slap stands for. So we want to know, you talked about, you know what I mean, the show by Dougie Fresh, but what defines a slap to you? Like, I say, Omar, bro, what song is slapping to you?
That's funny. I mean, it's funny. Y'all didn't tell me that in the pre-interview, but that's a very good anecdote. I love that announcement because that's exactly how I define music, bro. Like, you know, it's hard for me to connect with some of the music today because I don't think that they've taken the time with their lyrics, and I don't think they really truly locked into the passion. Some of them you could tell they partying and they say here and okay, we like it because it's about this or that and the third. But I'm like, come on, man, we used to break shit down, man. It starts with the beat, you know, dudes send me all the time. And if I hear a beat and I gotta think about what I want to write or try to come up with a hook, then it's not right for me. If a beat come on, I start writing immediately if it's something that I'm gonna fuss with. That's just how I get down. Dude send me 5 beats. First one, they usually be their hardest one. I'll be like, oh, yep, nigga. Now this beat, just let me alone, nigga. Let me finish this. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I write that joint out. And it's good. This shit writes itself. But if I got to think about it, boom. So it starts with the beat. And then, you know, usually, like I say, most of the time, they kind of write themselves. It's weird. It's like, I'll listen to a song I wrote and be like, God damn, where'd that come from? I was just gone. Because it was like the beat said something, I wrote something down, I just made it rhyme, and then something come to me, and I'll get bars and be like, damn, that shit crazy right there. Where the fuck did that come from? I don't know. But it all starts with the beat though. And then and of course, you know, perfected what do you say, slapping is what's the whole thing is up for?
Supreme lyricism and perfected production.
Perfected production. That's the main thing for me too, bro. Like I'm a perfectionist, especially in the studio. You know, my boys used to be mad at me. They were like, "Hey, it's good. Can we move on?" I'm like, "Give me one more. Give me one more." They were like, like I think it's good. That sounds good, right? I'll be like, "Nah, I fucked up that word, nigga. Let's come back. Because I can hear it." You know what I mean?
And one thing that's for sure about music, when you record it and you put it out, it's there. It's there. It's on wax. And you can't take that back.
No, I've heard the hard way. I'm like, every time I hear that song, I'll be like, I wish I could take that one little piece right there.
Man, it's crazy.
Hear it, but I just be like, that shit separates the greats from the rest. That's what it is, though.
I heard Q-Tip and Scarface say like they don't even listen to some of their old songs because they know they could have mixed it different or added a snare drum here, but they never tell us what song it was, right? Like, so I'm like,
that shit is tough, man. I'll tell you this, I had a whole album that I put out in 2019. I talked about, I put it out on the Big O, and then I erased that from my mind. So, you know what, I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna put it out on the Omar Gooding. I put it out, and the producer, one of the songs that I liked a lot, he decided to turn my vocals down and make the music louder. He actually told me that. Like that, I think it sounds better with your vocals a little bit lower than the music. Now, every time I hear the song, I just be like, why the vocals so motherfucking low? I done took the whole album down. I done took it, the whole shit is down. I just put a couple singles out now. People be like, yeah, it's like that, but it be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Speaking of that though, man, hey, bro, we got Maurice from Tallahassee, Florida slapped in.
Okay.
Shout out to Maurice.
Let's go.
and Farrah from Dover, Delaware. Now, we do a thing called the Wheel of Slaps, Omar. And on the Wheel of Slaps, people can call in and get a space on the wheel. Okay, it's for $1 a space. So they go to $ slap boxing and they get their names on the wheel. You know,
oh, nice.
I mean? So you see, we got Maurice and Farrah on the wheel right now, and we also got some other people that chimed in with us too. Though we got Trina and Larissa.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna give them the most. We're gonna give Maurice 2 loving slaps. We're gonna give Farrah 3 loving slaps, and we're gonna give Trina 5 and Larissa 1. All right, so that's a total of 11 slaps. All right, so get your slap hand ready because we're gonna slap them, man. These are the most loving slaps possible.
Okay.
Nice.
And typically at the end of the show, we spin the wheel that you just saw, and whoever it lands on, they get a chance to win a piece of our merchandise. And the merch going on, man, this time is our SLP BXN shirt that you've probably seen all over the internet. You're going to get one too, so we need to know what size shirt you wear. Okay.
Yeah.
What size?
All right.
XX.
XX. Got you, brother. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. You ready? Let's go.
Here we go. We got 11 of them, huh? All right.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's double up. 5 and 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 for all of our people.
With the backhand.
With the backhand.
We will not be able to put on this programming without your contributions. So we're so thankful for you guys for buying those spaces on the wheel.
Absolutely.
Now, that brings us to round 1, though.
Let's go.
Now, round 1, my partner is going to play a song. I'm going to play a song, and you're going to judge which song that you think slapped harder based on our theme. So our theme today is, typically our themes are related to our guest. So you being Mr. Gooding, we decided to slap songs that have the word good in the title. Okay?
No.
So songs with the word good in the title, man. And it can be any genre of music. We just want you to judge if you hear supreme lyricism and perfected production.
All right.
Right now, my partner's going to spin. He's going to flip the coin. And that's going to determine who goes first or who decides to defer.
Okay.
All right. So can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
All right.
I see it.
All right. So here we go. Flip that coin. Who is it going to be?
Man, boy.
The greatness one. So you up, man. Round 1. Let's see what you got.
I'm going to go first, man. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right. Normally I try to defer so I can see what my competition goes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But today, man, the brother, man, just told us that the music in his family extends over a great deal of genres. You know what I mean? He covers a wide range.
Oh, I already know.
So I think today, man, nah, you may not.
Yeah.
I'm about to take it back, man. This lady right here, man, is a songstress, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I try to set the mood and get right, man, you know what I'm saying? I go to her, man. So this lady, right, her tickets to her concerts are extremely high right now, too, though. But shout out to her getting her masters back and owning it, man. We going with that Good Love from Anita Baker, man.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But this desire never seems to go away. It's gonna take much more than hope to bring you close. I think I'll pray. I hear you say you've got a lot to give up. And there is so much more this heart of mine can take. If what you have to bring to me is positive, you send it right away, right away. I wanna know what good love feels like, good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. I wanna know what good love
what I'm saying? Shout out to Anita Baker, good love, man. What you got for that, man?
Okay, all right. Well, so
Good luck.
good luck. So the song I'm about to play, man, it was too perfect for me to pass up.
Okay.
Whether I win the round or lose the round, I got to play this. You know what I'm saying? I have to play this one. Our guest is going to be, I mean, this song might be near and dear to his heart, man. because it happens to be Good Old Days by Main Ingredient.
No!
Let's dance. Come on, listen to the build-up.
You know, you're an amazing lady. After all this time, you're still pretty, still sweet, and you're more intelligent than you ever were. So I can remember the first time we ever met. Do you remember? I'm talking about back in the good old days. Although our love has come to an end,
Hey.
yeah. Memories of you remain in my mind. And while we're sitting here, just reminiscing, girl. Well, I think I've got to tell you now, darling, I've had a good time. Like the time you were supposed to come straight home from school. You made a detour with me. We were talking while I parked the car. We were loving. You came home after dark. Do you remember, baby, those good old days? Tell me, can you still make love in the same old?
Come on, man.
Yeah, the good old days by the Main
I had to
Ingredient.
make a note of that one because I'm sending that to my producer. We are redoing that. You have to bring that all the way back. Good.
Slapbox
Miss,
was my
that's
dumb
the
teacher.
good old days. Woo!
So you remember when you took a detour from home and you took a detour with me, you're supposed to go home. You came with me. You know what I'm saying? Squeezing that game.
Come on, man. Gratatai. You feel me?
You know
All
what I'm
right, man.
saying?
So that was
Good
on
old
you,
days.
brother
Yeah, that's
Gooding.
happening. That's happening. He came back with the wop and the bebop, and it's crazy with the production. You could tell I was a little bit older too.
Yeah,
I have to give it to Anita just for overall production vibe. But yeah, that was a good try though. That was good. You gonna try to steal it? You gonna try to steal it?
No, but yeah, look.
Steal it with that one. I was like, oh
Yeah, you did.
That's why I say loser, win or lose. I gotta play this one because it fit the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know.
that
Yeah.
was
So good.
I'm glad you played that though. That made my day right there.
See, that was a purpose. That was the purpose.
See the thing. That's happening. That's happening.
Right.
Hey,
I'm talking about too long. Oh, that's the song he did from the thing. But okay, watch that. Start off
let me
talking
ask you this
too.
though, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, brother. So if it comes, TV acting, because you spoke about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you spoke about movies, you know what I mean? So like, is there a different mindset that you have to go through to function in either one of those worlds? Like, do you have to turn
That's
on
a good question.
You know what I mean? You have to turn on the sitcom Omar and then the movie Omar? Like, is there a difference? And
That's a very good question. Honestly, let me take you through it. So basically, back in my day, when we started, the TV actor was a little bit different. It was more vaudeville. It was more cartoonish, a little exaggerated with the spatial expressions, and you do a little too much. You do, I wouldn't say too much, but you do a little bit more. Now you have to be a little more natural, right? But like go to the 90s sitcoms, the Urkels and all that type. Like you'll see the characters that you put on. Even like I think my favorite one was Mo. Mo was fun, but it was a lot of extras. Voice, it was he got serious. He got to calm down a little bit, but most of it was just putting a little extra on it.
Yeah.
But it's changed now. So now it's a lot closer, but there's still, you have to sell a joke. You still have to go outside of what would be realistic. You know what I mean? Like I'm on a new series now for Disney. I signed to Disney a couple of years back, and we got a show called Saturdays about the skating culture in Chicago. We film it out in Chicago. It's got a great cast. I got Golden Brooks, who plays my wife on the show from Girlfriends. You know what I mean? We got Yo-Yo, who comes to play
Wow.
the Duchess. Yeah, man. Yo-Yo's on there. She plays the Duchess, who runs the skating rink called Saturdays, that we go to every Saturday. That's why the name of the show is Saturdays. It's on streaming right now on Disney Plus. You can also buy it on Amazon Prime, and of course, it's on the Disney Channel as well. So, I slid that in there. With that type of production, everything is more natural now. So, you know, I have to worry about, you know, your timing. It's difficult because comedy isn't easy overall. People can always tell a joke, but you got to tell it the right way. There's so many parts to a production of that magnitude, especially with Disney, because it was one of the biggest productions I've ever been a part of, like production wise. It was in the middle of a pandemic, but it was hundreds of people involved in every scene. It was a lot. Whereas these movies, most movies, even the bigger films that I've been on, it's all about being natural. It's about being in the moment. Everything has to make sense, you know, unless you're doing some type of sci-fi wild flick or something like that. But the mindset is, you know, you really want to do your research. You really want to lock into the character. You want to portray the role and feel like you're living it as opposed to your acting. You know, best advice I ever got, the key to acting is not acting. You know, I'll read with people. You know what I mean? I'll read with people and they'll do a scene and they'll be like, all right, you ready? And they're talking to me like this, and they go, and action. They go, so I walked in and I wondered why. No, stop. Like, you're acting, bro. Stop fucking acting. We don't, that's, you know, if I hate watching a movie or a TV show and be reminded that I'm watching a movie or a TV show. You're not going to get emotionally invested in it if you think you're watching a movie. You want to forget that you're even watching something and you're just like, oh my God, that was great. You know?
So how do I guess filmmakers and production people how do you separate the two then? If you just being yourself as an actor or actress, but you're not putting on the extras, how does that separate the actor or the actress from a regular everyday person who may say the lines? You know what I'm saying? If you're just being yourself, how do you separate that? Where does the talent come in?
That's the genius of it, because, you know, a lot of people, when they see me do stuff, they'll be like, motherfucker, you ain't even acting. Like, that's you in real life. Like, you see me as I'm talking now, my facial expressions will change and I'll do this and then, you know, and then I have to pull that back sometimes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I may tell a story like this and then we're like, why are you doing all this acting with your hands and shit? I'm like, that's just how I fucking talk. You know what I mean? That's just me. But if I'm playing a different role, I gotta know, just keep your hands still and they'll speak the line. All right, just use your eyes as you're working with it. Okay. If you're just listening, listen intently and show you're listening. Don't just do this while another person's talking and then snap into it when they show line. Like, there's so many different techniques and whatnot that you have to incorporate constantly while you're doing it, while also remembering where to stand for the camera, for the lighting, memorize the lines, know the lines of the person that's about to speak, so you know when to speak and not to overlap them. There's so many different things and so many different layers to the business itself, which is the fun part that I'm not so much on the job experience. So now it's easy to me. They say, what do you prefer? Dramas in a movie or comedy? I love to laugh. Everybody wants to laugh all day long. That's the funnest part, but it doesn't mean it's easy. You know what I mean? Right. So as far as separating the two, you know, you do have to take time. Sometimes you have to take moments. A lot of people are method actors. A lot of people have to get into character by many different ways. Like, I don't like to do things that are really sad or that weigh heavy on your spirit, you know? But if I do, I get into that zone, I do it. And then when they say cut, I throw it away. Some people take that home. Some people some people watch videos of like dead animals and babies and seals and shit like that to get sad and cry. I'm like, hell no, I don't want that on my spirit. You know what I mean? I like to just act in that regard. That part of acting I want to act. You know, I did there's a film that I did that during the pandemic, literally, because, you know, we had a skeleton crew, everybody was masked up and distance away, but it's called AM Radio. And this is another one on all streaming platforms that you can find. And it's some of my strongest work. Not a lot of people have seen it because we didn't have a whole lot of huge budget. It was just something that I wanted to do. I've been in the house like everybody else for 2 months. I wanted to get out of the house. It was an awesome script. And I was able to just have therapy with this thing and just kind of just breathe just all of everything with Floyd and just an uncertainty of life and everything that we had going on. And it's a real strong performance and it's all me. You know what I mean? There's a couple of the characters in it, of course, but it's like one of the only films where you say starring Omar Gooding and starring Omar Gooding. You on Tubi right now, put my name in, you see about 45, 55 different movies. Like, damn, nigga, you started all these? Yeah, no, probably they gave me a bag for a day and I showed up and they put me on the cover. But this one is AM radio. I'm all through it. But it was me exercising demons. It was me getting out all of the frustrations and being scared for my kids and the family and everything in the world. And we didn't know if the shit was gonna start up again. Like all that, pouring all of that out and then washing my hands of it and being done by the time they said cut. You know what I mean? And some people just work differently. So it's definitely something about getting in the right mind state. And that's why you see good films and bad films. You can tell if a motherfucker don't take it seriously and you're looking and going, this is some bullshit. And then, you know what I mean? And then you got people like, what's the big craze right now? This Oppenheimer shit where, when they said the guy ate like a peanut a day just to lose weight. And I'm just like, Jesus. Like, some people take they get real serious. Starving themselves and going damn near death just to pull off the role of a lifetime.
Yeah, look at 50 Cent, the weight loss he endured for the things. I mean, he was dedicated to the role.
That's dedication. That's
man. I got super dedication though. I thought he was, man. I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah. How you gonna get that back?
Yeah, some of that shit is wild too, though. That's why I get real. When I try to give advice to young actors, a lot of these people feel like they only get, they listen to Eminem song too much. You get one shot. If you don't, you'll blow it. No, nigga, don't feel like you have to do any fucking thing. You can choose these roles carefully. There's some people. Look at Heath Ledger. He did that Joker film, and then even
franchise.
You know what I mean? A lot of people these demonic. What they do? They did Dahmer. He had all type of mental health issues after that shit. Because I know that shit. He's like lit. Like, you know what I mean? Even my brother with Ocean, that shit took a toll on him too. You know what I mean? So choose wisely the roles you take. And I've been fortunate enough by having success to where I can pick and choose the roles I take. And I try to choose the ones that have fun, but also that I think that'll make my fans proud. Like they see me in something, like, all right, well, if Omar's in it, it's either gonna be good, his role gonna be the hero or something good. You know what I mean? It's something like I ain't gonna let you down. Like, you'll never see me put on a dress. You'll never see me doing that'll just have me with lipstick, all that. That's just not me. I look at Denzel. He ain't never put on that fucking dress. He ain't never let me down. I see Denzel in something. I'm watching that shit and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Exactly.
That's just
exactly.
It. I'm like, I don't see why I can't do the same.
No.
Yeah, and Sweet Pea didn't let us down. That's for sure.
Sweet
Knock
Pea,
his fools.
That's funny. They were like, would you rather had the baby boy role or something? Well, that's the role I would have taken, chosen, auditioned for. That was it. That's
speaking about roles, though, man, I'm ready to roll you up, brother, man, round two.
Let's go. Good one. Okay.
Roll you up around two, man.
All right. Well, let's get it. All right. I'm glad to see you going going first this round, because now I get to see if I can get how I'm gonna get my get back. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So this one right here, man, you know what I'm saying? I hit y'all with, you know what I'm saying, some good old R&B, man, to slow it down, man. But I think I would be remiss if we talking about, you know what I'm saying, music and us being from the West, you being from, you know what I'm saying, from the West, man. I got to go with the homie, man. You know what I'm saying? The Good Life. Tupac, man. Big Psych, man.
I was so money orientated, initiated as a thug, feeling for wicked adventures, ambitious as I was. Picture a nigga on the verge of living insane. I sold my soul for a chance to kick it in bang. Now tell me if I'm wrong, but saying fuck the world got you deeper in my songs. Drinking till I earn, spending money till it's gone. It's the good life, baby niggas got it going on. Now maybe if I died and came back, wouldn't have to slang crack, addicted to the game. So obviously we came strapped. Please forgive me for my wicked ways. Fuck a bit, bad boy niggas eat a dick a day bumping this. Lord have mercy, it's a slaughter. So wicked that my tracks is wetting niggas like it's water. I learned my lessons as a thug in these wicked ass hood fights, but I'm a baller now, nigga. I live the good. This is the good life. Fuck my foes. God bless the dumb niggas that trust them hoes. Found a way to stack money, guaranteed to rise and live the good life. Cause thug niggas don't die. See, we live the good life. Fuck my foes. God bless the dumb niggas that trust these hoes. Found a way to stack money, guaranteed to rise and live the good life. Cause thug niggas don't die. No one.
Yeah, man, you already know what that is. Shout out to Big Psych right there too, though, man.
Yeah, that's a good one,
good
man.
life, though, man. Pop, you feel me?
Hey, man. Man, how do you bounce back from
swinging with the pop now?
Come on, man. I'm coming out on them, bro. I got to chunk them today, man.
All right. So,
man.
So we're gonna do it like this, man. You know, I spent a lot of years in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And there was two particular groups that came out on one of the most legendary labels from out there, man. You know, Dozen Family and the whole, you
Goody
know.
Mob. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Outkast had an album that came out in the early 90s, man. And they featured a group called the Goody Mob. And this is the slap that I'm gonna slap. We gotta get out, man. Come on, man.
Okay.
We're gonna get up and get out and get something, man.
Hey, he done got creative.
I think everybody in this country who is dedicated to hip hop can say, you know what?
You need to get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by.
Let them pass
You need
by.
to get up, get out, and get something. Don't spend all your time trying to get high. You need to get up, get out, and get something. How will you make it if you never even try? You need to get up, get out,
Party
and get
people,
something.
I need you to say CeeLo's
'Cause
first lines with me.
You and I don't recall ever graduating at all. Sometimes I feel like that's a disappointment to y'all. Every day I just stay around when I can't be found. Always asking, give me some, living life like a ball. Times is rough. My auntie got enough problems of her own. Nigga, you supposed to be gone. I agree. I try to be the man I'm supposed to be, but negative fatigue is all you seem to ever see. I admit I've done some dumb shit, and I'm probably gonna do some more. You shouldn't hold that against me, though.
That's Outkast featuring Goody Mob. Get up, get out, get something. Omar Gooding, it's on you.
All right.
You had to pull the hat off.
So the first round, you gonna pull my Pops out, and I was like, well, damn, I guess it's over because I ain't going against Pops. But I'm just one of them type of niggas that has to keep it 100. So I had to go with Anita. And then you're gonna start playing Tupac, which is he on my number one route, my 1A to 1B being Biggie on my Mount Rushmore. So I'm like, ain't no way I'm going against motherfucking Tupac. And I was wrong again. Nigga. Goody Mob, nigga. You got to get up, get out, get something. Yeah. Spend all your time trying to
get high. Come on. I love it.
Hey, real quick, man. Hey, we want to thank you for that Mo character, though, brother, because my partner and I are both in education. You know, I'm a teacher. He's a school administrator, man. So a lot of times in my classroom, you know, I use that term. I call the kids, like especially the boys, we deal with African-American boys. I call them the smart guy. And they don't. So then I got to go pull it up for them and show them. Then I start singing a song to them. He's the smart guy. Smart guy. Real talk to them, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up watching that show, man. You know what I mean? That one, especially being from the Bay with Mr. Cooper.
Hey.
That Mo character, man, he's still relevant today, man, in my classroom.
Yeah, man, that's all the Disney, man. I'm it's wild too, man. When you guys check out Saturdays when you get the chance to, and you see the full circle of it. Because we did Smart Guy on the WB and ran 3 seasons, 75 episodes, and then after it got canceled, a few years later, Disney Channel picked it up and started running it. So then it got a little broader, a little more mainstream with it. So I started basically on Disney Channel, and now I'm playing the father on Disney Channel. Wow. From Mo to Cal. You know what I mean? So you know, I have to be, you know, maybe going to school somewhere when I shave. But the full circle, good love. And the shout out to the check for Disney, man. But that's love, though, man. I appreciate you.
Man, we have this segment here, man. It's called Slap It or Scrap It. Okay. So you got to choose one. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna present a scenario to you, and you just got to choose which one you would keep, which one you would throw away. Whatever you would keep, we're gonna slap. Whatever you would get rid of,
throw it away.
We're gonna scrap it.
Let's do it.
So your movie career, hip hop artist, or comedian? Which one slaps? Which one scraps? Let's narrow it down to 2. Then we got to narrow it down to 1. So if you got hip hop artist, movie star, comedian, take 2 out of those.
You said movie,
the movies, and comedy. Which one? Narrow it down to 2. Let's just take 2 out of those.
That's easy. That's easy to do. We scrap the comedy because I can still mix it in with movies and hip hop.
All right, so now we narrowed it down to 2. Now you got movies and music.
And does movies cover TV as well? So let's just actor or rapper.
Yes.
So I guess it's easy, but it's hard to say out loud.
Gotcha. Say no more. Yeah.
Right. I think I may know your answer, and I don't want to put you in a precarious position. So, yeah, we'll just.
Yeah,
but this is the best answer.
It's like, damn,
yeah, being
could go, but yeah, bread and butter. I mean, it's still,
yeah. Being stuck is the best answer. For the SLAPPZ Scrapper segment, just being stuck is the best response.
It's at least it's enough of me to be like, well, duh. It's not an easy answer. Yeah. So it's like more like a 1A, 1B. Comedy, that's like, okay, I just that's one thing. But then
right. But you know what?
But I have to.
One of those out of the 2, I'm not gonna say which one, is a culture, and we know it anyway. You're gonna wake up as that anyway. And you've been doing it for years. You wake up, we walking, we living, your hat's tilted. That's what you are. But the one that, we know what time it is.
Yeah. Y'all already know.
Hey, and speaking of knowing what time it is, bro, I got something for you. I got this one for you, bro. You feel me? Hey.
So this round 3.
Yeah, round 3, man.
Round 3.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm pumped. Man. You got me.
Round 3 on me.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah. Unload that check. Unload that clip. Wait.
Yeah, but the winner gets to go first in the next round.
Okay. So, no, I'm just okay. How many rounds is it?
It's just 3. This the last one.
The tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like this. How many rounds is it?
No. Exactly. That's why we know.
All right. Good. So you know what? I'm not gonna go with the popular answer on this one. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not gonna go with that one because we already know that one. Y'all know what time it is. My part of my play. It is what it is.
I am.
Oh man. So but you know what? You from LA? You from LA? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this artist right here is doing what you're doing. He's done a bunch of different things, and he's segued from one career to the other. You know what I'm saying? Man. Without further ado,
Break 'em.
Oh, but I knew it.
With good luck. Man, that's a winder.
everybody say
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. I got my grub on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dough. Thinking, will I live another 24?
I gotta go cause I got me a drop top, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop.
Man.
Shout out to Ice Cube, man. Today was
Shout out to Good Luck.
day.
Shout out to Good Luck.
Yeah, I know, right? hey, that's what I had queued up, bro. That's what
I already know.
Okay.
I already know first.
Like,
Hey, but shout out to Q, man. Shout out to the Big 3, man. Everything he got going on, man.
Yeah.
Man, all right.
Dude,
so this
that's
one
a
right
real
here,
one
man.
right
One
there,
thing you said in your interview.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's on you. I don't want to take up too much time.
I just said one thing you said in your interview, man, is how you started off on the Disney Channel as, you know what I mean, a youngster. Now you back as an adult, you know what I mean, and playing a father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we all know, and you're a father in real life, man. So salute to your beautiful family, man. You know, I saw them on social media, man. So salute to your family and everything, man. But I think the only way that you can really become or have a beautiful family is if you give good love, man. So shout out to Whitney, man.
Hey.
Right quick.
I found out what I've been missing. Always on the run. someone.
Tell him.
Now you're here like you've been before, and you know just what I need.
Yeah, you already know.
It took some time for me to see.
Come on, Whitney.
That you give good love to me, baby. It's so good. Take this heart of mine into your hands. You give good love.
Yeah, man. You already know, man.
Damn.
That's one of them ones, man. I had to pull out a goat on the goat.
Yeah.
I had to, man.
That was a real good counterpunch, bro.
Yeah, he pulled out a goat on the goat, man. I said, oh, he got me with that one.
Damn. Let me see. Ice Cube. First time I met Ice Cube was on the set of Boys in the Hood in '89. I was 8 or 9. And that nigga terrified the shit out of me. I was like, why are you talking to me? Bro, the nigga had like the meanest mug ever in fucking life. And then flash forward, I did a series after Baby Boy. I did Playmakers out there about the football show. Then I did a series called Barbershop for Showtime. Yeah. Barbershop was the Showtime's version of the movie Barbershop, starring Ice Cube. And I met him again. And that nigga had the same fucking mean mug he had back in '89. That nigga had the same fucking look. So fuck that nigga. We giving it to Whitney. We giving it to Whitney. The niggas should learn how to smile once in a while. That's all.
The mean mug frown made him look suspicious.
Because you way too busy.
Right. Yay.
Oh, man.
I still miss Whitney. She was one of my favorite of all time, man. I love her.
Yeah.
But so go ahead, Whitney. Go ahead, Whitney.
Man.
I don't know how you pulled that out. I don't know. That was amazing.
That was I wasn't expecting that. So you deserve that one. You deserve that.
Good love. Wow. Hey, this has been awesome, man. I got some songs to play. Come up with. I'm already finished the album, man. I got another one I'm starting to dive into right now while I put this other joint out, man. And y'all done gave me some ideas.
Come on, that's what it's about, man. Steel sharp and steel, man.
Shout out to SLAPPZ on the interlude, on one of them interludes. So how I slid that one in.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we got something special for y'all when y'all come to the comedy show too. You already know.
Yeah.
Everybody I keep telling about, I say y'all gotta do the SLAPPZ interview. They're like, oh, SLAPPZ, where they slap the niggas with this? No, niggas slapping. So I've been educating them on slapping.
Okay.
Educate them a little bit more, man. And they gonna tune into this and they gonna show up. And I got something for y'all when I see y'all at the show too. So I appreciate y'all. Man,
with respect for your time, man, we're gonna go ahead and just spin the wheel and we're gonna let you go, man. We're gonna see who wins the SLAPPZ merchandise and we out. We're gonna get you about it. All right.
So who we had on the wheel again, brother?
Man, we got Larissa. We got Larissa Farah. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we got Maurice from Tallahassee, Farah from Dover, Delaware. You know what I'm saying? We got Trina from Kent, Washington.
Yeah.
And we got I think that's it. Yeah.
Maurice,
that was
Farah, Trina,
Maurice. Yeah, so here we go. We gonna speaking of Ice Cube, we gonna shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them up. All right. And here we go. Let's go. Who is it going to be?
Farah. Oh, Maurice. Trina. Oh, Farah.
Farah. There we go.
Farah. Shout out to Dover, Delaware's home.
Shout out to Farah. And so, man, like we always say, man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to slap with us, man. We really appreciate you, man. We appreciate what you've done for entertainment, for culture, and just for us as young Black men looking up to role models, man. We really appreciate it. And you slapping with us, man. Good luck in everything you're doing, all your endeavors, man. Is there anything you would like to say to the people? Anything you would like to say?
Yeah, man, it's all love. Y'all keep smiling, man. Y'all follow me on IG at Omar Gooding. Follow me on Twitter, Omar Miles Gooding. And I'm gonna keep y'all posted on everything I got going, man. I got comedy shows. I got a couple films I'm doing. I got a fucking play coming up. I got bar mitzvahs, holiday. I do every goddamn thing. Y'all stay cool.
Thank you, brother.
Blessings, man. Y'all enjoy y'all day, brothers.
All right, you too, man.
All right, stay blessed.
So that was it, man, right there, man. That's how we do it right here on SLAPPZ. You know what I'm saying? And that was a pretty dope interview, man. I mean, you know.
Hey, he could have been in the world.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were right here with us on the SBC. We are no longer the slap boxing conglomerate, ladies and gentlemen. We are now the slap boxing connoisseurs. You know what I'm saying? That means we understand the taste of music. We understand slaps. We understand the culture. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're doing what you do, this is what we need you to do. When you're doing what you do, make sure you do this.
If you wanna play to win,
Come slap with us.
dope prizes every spin.
Come slap with us.
Cash app a couple dollars.
Come slap with us.
And if you wanna slap harder,
Come slap with us.
if you wanna play to win,
Come slap with us.
dope prizes every spin.
Come slap with us.
Cash app a couple dollars.
Come slap with us.
And if you wanna slap harder,
Come slap with us.
We slap harder. We slap harder.
We slap harder though. We slap harder though.